and final wine of the wine night. I don't know if anybody's going to actually join in because I had to go and have my Chinese dinner. So in about 20 minutes and nobody, obviously everyone's gone back to their normal lives. And fair play to them. So this is Hawke's Bay, New Zealand Pinot Noir, 2019. It does say winemaker's selection on the top. So that leads me to think it's a branded wine. 13.5%, so it's got some balls on it. It's a good strong wine. And I don't mind a decent wine. I was going to do a Malbec review, but I haven't got a bloody cork jobby down the shed. Hey, fucking hell. My belly's full, I can hardly move. I was hungry, yeah. I had a lot of food and all. I had to give the dog the rest of it. It don't take me long to wallop food down. You know, when you're hungry, aren't you? Hopefully it soaked up some of the beer. Hopefully. Or the wine, rather. So, and welcome back, everyone. One must always remember one's... I've been for a piss as well, funnily enough. But, so yeah, I was going to do a Tesco's Finest Malbec, but I can't find the cork jobby. And I'm shit at doing corks, so I'll have to leave that for another night. Because I can't do it. I'm crap at corks. I don't know what it is with corks. Every time I do a cork, it splits in half. What's that about? Eh? That's what the wife says. Hello again. Oh right, that's interesting. Thank you. I'll have a look later. I'll probably so, yeah, because corked bottles should always remain like that, or upside down, so that the cork is lubricated. But we don't, do we? What do we do when we get them home? We put them like that, so the cork dries out. Then you do this business, pull it out, half the cork comes out, and you're like, what's happened there? So yeah, so pour this one out. Yeah, damn right. Oh, and we're back. So Hawke's Bay, New Zealand. New Zealand do make some very nice red wines. So beautiful. Oh, 330ml glass. Get in. There's only about half left. I'm actually glad I picked this glass up. Hey ho, job's a good one. Definitely. Yeah. So obviously in supermarkets, as you know, the bottles stand up the ways. So the cork dries out. So you get the bottle home, what do? It's going off here. Off cork. The bottles in the shed are all on a wine rack, so that the cork is lubricated. Anyway, let's talk about lubricated cork. Sounds wrong. Good evening. So, Hawke's Bay is New Zealand's oldest wine region. The grapes are grown in a very sunny and dry conditions, providing this Pinot Noir with a bouquet of cherries, plums and red berries. 3-0 to Newcastle. The excellent balance between tangy fruit aromas and tannins provides sheer enjoyment. It is an ideal accompaniment to poultry, lamb and mushroom dishes. So yeah, there we go. I mean, to be fair, New Zealand and Australia make some very, very good wines. Are they classed as New World? Because Old World would be France, wouldn't it? You know, I can never remember, even though I worked on the wine department, I was more into beers than wines, to be fair. Although I did drink quite a few wines while I was there for review purposes, and that's before I actually did reviewing. So lovely black pour with a hint of red in there. Oh, this has got a nice nose. So definitely get a hint of vanilla on the nose straight away. Cherry, definitely cherry. What's the other varieties? It did say some. I'm sure it said plums. Red berries, plums and red berries. Right here. Sometimes it's a good thing sometimes to test that your nose is on the ball. See if you can actually smell what it says. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes you may. I mean, if you can smell prune, then maybe leave it alone. But good evening. John as in Lord's Brewing, John. I didn't think he was right earlier. He looked a bit ill earlier. Bless him. He's a nice lad, though. Not that I know him personally, obviously, but... Yeah. Any home brew I do, I'm going to use the beer room to do the home brewing in. The problem with the kitchen is that I can't show you the whole process. In the beer room, I can put the camera further back and I can show the whole process for people who think, what's he doing? You know, because it's not always easy to understand what's going on. I'm doing prune wine again, yeah. So I'm going to get a camera angle set up. So when the free homebrew kits come through first, I'm going to be doing them first. I'm going to have a kettle in here for the water. I'm going to get a barrel for cold water. And basically, go away fly. And basically get it all set up and do a live homebrew, you know, how-to homebrew. So that people can ask questions and slag me off and whatever else, you know, that sort of thing happens. And I'll probably do it wrong anyway. But, you know, I'll show them the way I do it. You tweak it to how you want to do. But I will be doing juice wines as well, because I feel that juice wines, for in the pandemic, with the majority of the population, there's a lot of people who can't afford to go spending lots of money. 24 cartons of orange juice. Why that much? It's a lot of orange juice. So if you're doing orange juice, I would do, if you want it strong, go 6 cartons of orange juice, 6 bags of sugar, yeast, and then 24 litre brew. I use normal sugar. The way I see it is that, like I say, the majority of the population can't afford. You know, they'd like cheap wine, but they can't afford to spend silly money on dextrose or spray malt. I know, from a quality point of view, spray malt and dextrose will always be better. But from somebody who's got not got a lot of money, for beer, yeah, spray malt. For wine, you've got brewing sugar. For beer, I use normal sugar as well. Thank you. Yeah, juice wine. I mean, I've had some good juice wine. Cherry juice wine was amazing. Yeah. Pomegranate was good. I like pomegranate. Blueberry, that was good in the end. It was a bit sugary, to be fair. Orange juice wine, never, ever, never chop and change supermarkets. Stick to one supermarket brand. In the first lockdown, I had to buy 3 from Asda, 3 from Sainsbury's, because you want to... Good evening, Jagman. You weren't allowed to buy any more than 3, which buggers you up when you need 6 or 4 even. Jam wine. I've not done jam wine. There's so many wines out there. When you look at the oldie wieldy, yes, it's got to be from concentrate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Good evening. It's got to be from concentrate. I mean, obviously, prune wine is an acquired taste. Don't think like I did, where prune wine will turn into a plum wine. It didn't. It turned into a prune wine. And, oh, yes. I mean, it's good if you've got constipation. Helps you go. But there's so many. I'm looking at cranberry juice, and I'm thinking a cranberry wine. But you can mix and match. So if you want to go strong, go 6 cartons and 6 sugar. It's all about experimenting as well. Did they? That's cool, that, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, there's a lad I know who went to prison, and then they did the same with some sort of juice. They got some. How do you brew white wine? Well, you either buy a white wine kit, or you could use apple juice or apple and mango juice from concentrate. 4 cartons, 4 bags of sugar, yeast. Very easy done. Very easy done. It's all about the temperature. Thought there was someone banging on my shed then. Elderflower as well. Elderflower makes a fantastic sparkling white wine. Yeah, it's so easy doable. Once you've got the equipment, you need the equipment. You need a 30 litre. Don't go for a 25. Go for a 30 litre fermentation bucket with the hole in the top, so you can put your airlock in. You can get the kits. That's the most expensive part. After a few brews, you know you're making your money back easily. What's that? Slur spoon sugar. What's that then? I don't know what that is myself. Jam wine. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing what they can make. You know, I think in prison they were using cordial, and they was boiling the cordial, letting it cool down, adding bread yeast to it, and basically making wine out of that. Oh, silver spoon sugar. Right, yeah. Have Marks and Spencer's got anything new out? Don't tell me they've got a new range out as well. I'll just cry and go. I'll cry and go and hide in the corner. Can't afford any more beers from all these different people. It gets really expensive really quickly. I mean, I'm going to Sainsbury's tomorrow. God knows what I'm going to spend. Anyway, on with the wine. Been down here 13 minutes. Not even touched it yet. Cherry, plum. I'm not sure about the berries, but I definitely get vanilla as well. Oh. Oh. 4-0. Is that Newcastle down 4-0 or winning 4-0? And who are they playing? It is, it's very nice. It's going down a tree. Proper drop of quality. I don't know how much the bottle cost. I can't even remember buying it. Oh, they're beating Leicester 4-0. Oh, well. There's a good one. Got to be honest, I am feeling it a little bit now. So, 3 different wines. No, I've not been, you know. I've not been. And I need to go. It's, you know, there's so... We're lucky in Nottingham. There are so many bloody decent breweries. I will do one stage. They may even recognise me as well. If they've watched any beer reviews. Who knows. But, yeah, I'll definitely need to go down. Drag the wife along. And they've just recently released a new Imperial Stout. Did you get that, or did you drink it? I think is it 10%, 10.5. I know Totally Brewed bought out a 9%. I bet he is. I mean, Leicester have done well, to be fair, but you know, 12.4% on the menu. Oh, I don't think that's the one in the that they've released on can. Right. Did you try it? I'd love to go down. You know, it's we've been hit by a bit of a shitstorm with the car breaking down. Well, breaking down, getting wrote off. So it's hit the finances pretty hard while you was driving. Fair play. Yeah. So good atmosphere then in the beer garden. Baseford, not far away from me. Only about a mile and a half, if that. 3 games in 5 days, but if you win that 4-0, it G's you up, doesn't it? You know, it gets that confidence flowing. Yeah, I keep hearing that about a derby. Yeah, it's funny, but the Derby fans are extremely quiet at the moment. Yes, there's not very much banter coming from Derby. Yeah, they're all very, very quiet. I wonder why. I did read a story about that. Yeah, about the somebody in the supermarket smashing spirits. I'm at work tomorrow. I'm gardening tomorrow. I've got 2 gardens on. I've got to take my bloody umbrella with me so I can do gardening with the umbrella shoved into my jacket. I think Ray Mooney's done a fantastic job for Derby. I do. Fantastic job. And if tomorrow they go down, then you know he's done an amazing job. I still think that they got Ray Mooney in on the player contract. They realised they dropped the bollock, so they made him manager. As a manager, yeah, exactly. As a manager, they can sack him easier. So when he gets them relegated, they can sack him. I reckon they went silly money thinking that Ray Mooney would get them promoted to the Premiership, and they've ballsed up. I don't think Ray Mooney was good for the last 2 or 3 years while he was with England either. Good evening, matey. Yeah, it was pretty decent actually. It was already on the Yellowtail. Usually they don't come on until the next day. Usually. And I've had my Chinese, so I'm fully filled up. Well, to a point. Although this red wine's hitting home, so I need to watch out, not get too sleepy. Yeah, I'm full. So's the dog. He's on the decking eating the rest of the food that we didn't eat. There's a lot of food. None, 9%. Blue Nun, I think I have in the past at least. Yeah, he was a good player, but that World Cup, I think it was 2000 and what are we now? 14. It wasn't 2018 because we played well then. But yeah, the World, was it the World Cup when he played crap? I can't remember now. These years all seem to gel into one at the moment. 2018, I was at Fort Park, and we got to the semi-finals. did well for Man U, to be fair. Well, for a certain amount of time. But the Derby fans thought they were getting something special, but he was already spent. And why had he paid all that money for him? I mean, Rooney's one thing. If you got somebody like Ronaldo or Messi at the age of 40, both of them could still do a job. No, they don't. Look at the golden generation of players we had. We had world-class players across the whole squad. Could they play as a team? Could they, Bob? And I remember when Nottingham Forest won. I think Frank Lampard did well for Derby, you know. And he did well. He brought the young players on. He was good at Derby. I think going to Chelsea was a bad move for him. It was never going to end well at Chelsea. They want too much. Abramovich just wants too much. What, you just had 2 litres of your grapefruit? Bless you. I was looking at the, oh God, what's it called? Mangrove Jacks earlier. But too much messing about. Yeah, Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I've always been a Nottingham Forest fan. Yeah, I think it was as well, Craig. Way too soon. Oh, so good tannins in this. And if anybody knows anything about tannins and red wines, is that tannins help keep colds away and flu. So if you drink a red wine that's got plenty of tannins, it will keep away colds and flu. Since I have been drinking red wine, I have never had a proper full-on cold or flu. Never. Before that, loads. They are, but Forest, I don't know what went off last season. We were doing very well with Sabri Lamucci, and they bobbed it in the playoffs against Stoke. And then they bought 14 players in, got rid of players that they'd bought, loaned off the £20 million player. And you think to yourself, what the hell goes off in clubs? Still not sure what went off. Hopefully Chris Hughton can get rid of all the deadwood, bring in a full squad of players that he knows will get promoted from the championship. Football's deadly, it is. But you need somebody to get you into the Premier League. And then you need a manager who can keep you in the Premier League. It's so difficult. Once you're stuck in these lower leagues, it's a bugger. When you say super strong, strong, super strong. That comment's yeah, sadly it's all gone that way, hasn't it? Money seems to be the thing. The only problem is the normal worker who works for minimum wage can't afford to go to football matches these days. See you later, matey. Yeah, the normal worker can't afford to go to these football matches because at £30 plus a game, you're struggling. Yeah, I came back down the shed for the red wine. Told the wife I'd paused it. She don't know. No, and you're always going to struggle going from the Championship to the Premiership depending on what money you've got. I mean, Forest have got some some owners with decent money, but they're made, I don't know if they've made bad decisions on their part, but they've not made good decisions. I thought in the World Cup we were going to go all the way, you know. Was it the World Cup? 2018? I can't remember now. Yeah, it was the World Cup. 20 quid. It's ridiculous, isn't it? You know. The average working man can't afford to go and watch a football game. So it's just left to the people who've got either live on their own or have got are rich. And it takes it away from the people. And the thing is, you get football grounds that are half empty. And you think to yourself, lower your bloody prices, get the football grounds rammed. These people will buy food, will buy beer, and you'll get a lot more there. I reckon so as well. I'm 5'7", well 5'8", but yeah, I reckon so. Is your caravan already off then? England versus Scotland, June the 18th, 8 p.m. Oh, is that football? I might have to move the beer review an hour before. Yeah. That's a week before my birthday as well, so yeah, I might have to, you know, play it rise. England versus Scotland's too big to miss. Yeah, they should have done that always. They should. It stops greed. Greed is the biggest evil. I wish I was earning. Happy 21st. Yeah, I wish. Hey. Oh God, I'd love to be a 16-year-old again now with my knowledge. Jesus Christ, I'd be shagging everything going. I'd have every RTD going, but I'd be happy. And I didn't mean that, of course, obviously. You know, it's a naughty thing to say, especially if anybody's watching from the family or friends. But you would. Also, your original card had a toe on it, and you don't know what you're getting as a courtesy. Oof. I know, I'm off steaming now. I am. So I've had the gingerbread wine. I've had the white wine, and now onto the red. And then earlier, I did a review of this, 6.2%. So yeah, I'm feeling it now. And I'm sure before that I did a review of some. Oh, I did a review of a ghost before that. Jesus, that was sour. Raspberry, fennel and lime. The fennel, not my cup of tea. So, lovely looking pour. Obviously, a red wine, although red wines are never red. But it has got a red tinge to it. On the nose, cherry, plum and vanilla. On the taste, the same. I used to watch NCIS a lot at one stage. Yeah, Los Angeles. Love that. I used to watch that, and I related to them. You know, the familiarity between the characters was amazing. I haven't watched it for a while. Although, to be fair, not watched any TV for a long while either. 4-2 down. Beak Brewery. I need to get some of theirs as well at some stage. Yeah. I know, this is strong. 13.5%. Gives you a right bloody wallop. Right. I need to end this review and bid you good fellas and ladies, if there's anyone out there, a good night. And go up the house and try not to look too pissed. Try. Because as a steaming. I enjoyed that. Sometimes watching TV just takes your mind off the outside world. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. As long as you're not watching something on Coronation Street where some lads had a good hiding from dickheads and you want to get in, you are pretty pissed. I'm feeling it. Thanks for pausing it. Yeah, it was a nice wine, nice red wine, a good New Zealand red wine. Hawke's Bay, very good. Like Marlborough from Australia. I think it's Australian, isn't it? Marlborough's another good region for wines. I'm hoping to be on the beer making tomorrow. If they come tomorrow, then yay, happy days. Get some, you know, start brewing the beer. I think the last one was the best one, the Yellowtail. There was some good interaction, and some people that have been on who had not been on for a while. It was good to hear back from them. Yeah, you miss people when you see certain people's names and they're always talking, and then they disappear. It's like, you know, am I doing all three? I've done all three. No, I'm not doing a Malbec. No, I can't do a Malbec now. That's why I put this one on. So I've done gingerbread wine. I've done Yellowtail Sauvignon Blanc, and obviously the Hawke's Bay. Brewing, yes, brewing all three. Whether at the same time, I don't know, because I've got to get sugar and other bits and bobs. But yeah, if I can brew all three, all at the same time, all sat down there and all bubbling away while I'm talking. So if someone hears me one night and all of a sudden you hear a blub, 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 it's not my arse, it's the things bubbling away. Although you never know. What's the PP in the review title mean? I've no idea. I must have cocked up. Yeah, I must have cocked up. It must have been when I was typing it out. Anyway. Let's hope Newcastle win it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Probably later on. The weather is warming up quite nicely over the next week. It's what we need. Out of 5 for this. For me, I would say about a good 4.4 out of 5. A very decent New Zealand wine. You don't often get bad New Zealand wines, to be honest. Finished 4-2, bless you. Normally you can get sugar for about 65 pence a bag, normally. Right, that's it for this review, chat. More chat than review. But we shall see each other tomorrow. I was hoping to do the some Haverwood beers tomorrow as the Saturday night beer chat thing. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get any. So I'll see. But regardless, sometimes, not always, yeah, sometimes. Supermarkets you'd think would be cheaper. Although my wife's got a Morrison's discount card. There's an idea. 15% off the sugar. Hey. Anyway, thank you all for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. It's been a great night. And now, off to see the wife and try not to fall asleep too early and piss her off. We shall see. Right, yeah, I may struggle then. Yeah, I might have to just do a random beer review night. Yeah. Can't win them all. Thank you all for watching. See you soon. Cheers. Oh, my legs. Oh, fucking chair, so uncomfortable. 8 o'clock.